afternoon, Rusty Nuts. Well, we have not had a great June riding season so far. The weather has been rain, drizzle, and fog, Capeland weather, as we say here in Newfoundland. But today the forecast looked decent, so me and a few of the guys and gals maybe decided that we were going to head down to beautiful historic BRIGUS. I love going here. This place is a perfect example of what a small Newfoundland community is. The folks that live here have a lot of pride and ownership. It's right by the ocean. It's got some great places to eat. So we're gonna head down there now and check it out. Hopefully get some great drone footage as well. And I'm also testing out my new 360 GoPro. So I should be able to get some interesting and different shots than I normally get. And stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. Johnny's joining us for the first group ride ever.
Not ever. We were on Pooch Go, Flat Rock.
Speed limit is 100 kilometers on the highway, buddy.
I'm not going out past the overpass.
Oh, okay.
You know that, right? Like, seriously.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
That bike really wasn't made to go on the highway anyway.
No. No, she's 750. And she struggles at 110.
So Keith McKinnon is the newest member of our group. Actually just signed up to the Facebook group, 2 days ago?
Yep.
And he's out for the ride 2 days later, so that's pretty impressive. There's guys that haven't ridden at all. And this is probably going to be a featured bike. We got a couple new bikes on the go. This is going to be a featured bike probably in an upcoming ride. And we also have Robert's 2009?
2012.
2012 Ultra. Beautiful dresser. All different shapes and sizes. All awesome. Tell me about your bike.
Well, I'm going to start off by saying that I don't have as much to say as Neil Pete, because unlike him, who bought a bike almost exactly like Trevor's, after shitting on Trevor's for so long, you can look at mine and easily tell it's not a Gold Wing or a mock-up of one. Mm-hmm. So what I have here is a 2020 Street Glide Special, scorched orange with gray flux is the coloring, with black pinstriping. It's got the 114 engine. I think I said it was a 2020. I bought it secondhand in Nova Scotia from a person that couldn't ride anymore due to a back injury. And that person's loss was my gain. I picked it up with 2,800 kilometers on it. And pretty much every modification they made, which are not a lot, but I would have made myself. So put the lowers on, mini apes, but really short mini apes, because I'm not a big guy myself. And the saddle bar guards and just some wind deflectors, bits and bobs like that I probably would have added over time myself. Having come from a V-Star 1100, which I love, by the way, but getting on this, it's a whole new ball game, and I'm looking forward to many trips with the boys on this one.
Price tag was $14,999.
Right in your ballpark. Right in the wheelhouse.
So I gotta get Neil, look.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll clean you up, buddy. In 17 short hours, he'll get that looking like that.
Yeah. You'll have it done by July 1st.
I can get him a really good crocker rump, but if he wants to do that, let me tell you.
I was embarrassed last night, so I cleaned up mine a bit because I knew Neil was going to be picking apart my bike.
You did a good job.
He will. Oh, he will. Oh, yeah.
Chris Gladney, like he was over in Nova Scotia and elsewhere, went out of his way, picked up this bike, treated it like his own, got it home to blow over town for me. Scared to death. He's telling me he only did about 50 kilometers an hour all the way back. Scared to death to scratch it. But anyway, so to say so much thanks, Chris, for everything.
So we all ride for different reasons. For me personally, my love affair with motorcycles started, well, it started on my 12th birthday. Infatuated with motorcycles. The year prior, my dad used to take me every Saturday to the Honda shop, and we'd look at bikes. Now, it seemed so far out of reach for me at the time. I never bothered even asking him if I could ever have one. I just didn't think that was a possibility. But every Saturday we'd go and we'd look at these things. And the morning of my 12th birthday, I'll never forget it. It was 1984, and my mother woke me up. We were living in an apartment building in Fort McMurray at the time, and she said, "Look out on the balcony. Dad's got something in the back of the truck for you." And when I went out on the balcony, I can remember everything about that experience. There was a brand spanking new 1985 Honda XL80 in the back of the truck, and I remember running down. I can remember the smell. I can remember everything about this thing. So we went to an area that was designed for motorcycle riding, and I got on it. The very first thing I did is flipped it up and fell off, and Dad said, "Get back on. You can't quit on your first try," and did it again, and eventually learned how to ride it and fell in love. And I can still feel, even riding now, that sense of freedom and ownership and power and respect for the machine. And every time I get on a bike, I still experience that same feeling. It was when I fell in love with motorcycle riding, and it's lasted now for 40 years. So I'm guessing it won't go away soon.
You going for a sleepover tonight? You're saying, yeah, I don't know how that works. You guys have sleepovers?
BRIGUS is a small fishing community of about 700 residents nestled in Conception Bay, Newfoundland and Labrador. This beautiful little town dates back to 1612, and it is famous for its sea captains including Captain John Guy, William Munden, and the famous explorer Captain John Bartlett. There's plenty of places to explore in BRIGUS, including the Hawthorne Cottage Historic Site. The restaurants are quaint and have excellent food and hospitality. BRIGUS is definitely worth checking out if you're traveling in this area.